everyone, it's Sherry. Happy New Year. I hope that you had a fun, festive, and safe New Year's Eve. My New Year's Eve, just like Christmas, was very low-key. Mike and I decided we'd stay home and have a marathon watching session of Game of Thrones. We've seen the series several times, but with the new season about to start in April, we thought we would just binge watch it and just get ready for that new season to start. So that's what we did. We didn't go out. We just had a very low-key evening, but I hope that you guys had a fun time as well. So we are on to our 2019 projects, and I am on to some wonderful Valentines themed projects. And that is where we are with this one. So today's project is a really simple one, and it's a cute one. And it's a little take on a project that I did for a swap that I participated in. I made a really cute little mini clipboard, and I got a couple of requests to do a tutorial on it. So I decided I would do a tutorial, but I would also theme it for Valentine's Day. So here is what we'll be working on today. It's these really cute and fun little clipboards. They measure 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. And the paper notes on them measure 3 by 4. And my idea for this is I bought a pack of paper from, I think it was Tuesday morning is where I got this. And the paper is by Photoplay, and it's the Love Notes by Becky Flick. And I thought, I really like that, and I really would like to do a whole week on nothing but Love Notes type projects. So that is what I'm doing today. So this clipboard project will be filled with many love notes. So you can make it a point to give a note to your sweetie every day, or you can pass a note to your child's teacher or a friend, because when we go through these, the notes aren't necessarily just for your love interest. Some of them are decorated with flowers. Some of them are decorated with little sayings that say kiss me or too sweet, ooh la la, a heart. So they're very interchangeable. So you can use them for that special someone in your life, or you can use them just to pass out to people that you like, they're your friends, and you just want to say Happy Valentine's Day or thinking of you this Valentine's Day season. So I'll show you how I made these. And what I did, I started with one sheet of 8.5 by 11 inch chipboard. And from that sheet, I'm able to get 4 clipboards. So I cut them out. And I cut them out at 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. And then I went ahead and put my sticky tape on. So we'll go ahead and peel that up. Just move this out of the way. And then the paper size that I will place this on is a 6 by 6. So from one 12 by 12 inch piece of decorative paper, you're also able to cut out 4 6 by 6 squares to go along with the chipboard pieces that you cut out. So you're able to get 4 clipboards from 2 pieces of paper. So let's go ahead and place that down. Let me pull it up, didn't get it right. And I'm just going to try to center it, giving me equal spacing top and bottom. And then I'll flip it over. And just go ahead and get my corners and my edges squared off. And then I'll come in and I'm just going to do my normal miter cut. You've seen me do this a lot. So all I'm doing is trimming close to the edge of the chipboard. Okay, so then I'm just going to run a bead of glue And I'm going to try to make it a very thin bead of glue. And then I'll just fold this over. And let's smooth that down with our bone folder. Get that glue to make really good contact with the paper and the chipboard. And if it looks like it's coming up, just go back over it again. And then I'll put my glue on this section. And then let's do this side. And so we're left with this. And the next thing that we need to do is we have some back liner pieces. And I am going to place this with these cute little hearts facing up. And this piece of paper measures 4 by 5. So I'm just going to glue this down as well. And I like to use glue when I'm making a mini chipboard because the glue really helps to make the chipboard even harder. When the glue dries, it gives it a nice additional layer of a solid base. So, I mean, you can use tape, but when I'm making my chipboard project like this one that is going to be the basis for writing, I like to use glue because it does help to just add some more stability to it. So we're at this point. So we've got our clipboard base, and now it's time to actually turn it into a clipboard. So I am using some E6000, and I'm just going to spread a little bit on my paper there. And E6000 is a very strong adhesive, but it's also a very it's got a nasty smell to it, so you definitely want to make sure that you're using it in a large area and with proper ventilation. Because what I'll be using the E6000 for is it's very good to use as an adhesive when you want to take metal or plastic or anything and make sure that it has a good stick to it. E6000 is perfect for that. So what I have here is just a little bullnose clip, and it's a Tim Holtz, and it's one of the minis. And I think I got this on sale from Michael's a long time ago. I've had these for a while, but I'm pretty sure that I got them from Michael's. And again, like I said, they're Tim Holtz. So all I'm going to do at this point is I want to open this up. So what I did was I opened it, and I'm going to place the chipboard right inside of there. So now I've got a front down and a back down. And on the back side, that's where I want to place my glue. And I'm just using these cheap little foam brushes that I got. It's a value pack. It says $5.99, but I found them on clearance at Hobby Lobby, and they were about $1, $1.50, so I got them. And then all I'm going to do is just raise this up and stick my glue down. And then I'll come back and clean up anywhere where the glue is showing. It will dry clear, but it'll also have a little shine to it if you don't clean it up. And here we've got the actual clip mounted to the board, and we are ready to start decorating. Now the thing with E6000 is you need to let it cure, and it will dry. It'll dry in a few hours, but it really needs to set up overnight just to make sure that your adhesion is nice and stuck, and this is stuck. It's not coming up. I couldn't even pull it up without ripping the paper. But I can go ahead and just place my paper on the pack if I wanted to. But the first thing that I want to do before I place the paper is I want to decorate it just a little bit. So what I did is there is a sheet in this paper pack. There's a word sheet, and it's this one. And it's just got a whole bunch of words on it. So what I did was I used it to just cut out some of the words that I'll be using on the paper pad. So I'm using a combination of the words that I cut out and then stickers from the sticker sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and place a couple of these down and you'll see exactly what I did. So I did some cutting, and now all I need to do is get some glue and put it down. I do have a sticker maker that I could use to make these, but I wanted to make sure that I showed you guys how this could be done if you don't have that piece of equipment. And the piece of equipment that I'm talking about is called a Xyron, and it's spelled X-Y-R-O-N, and it takes any piece of paper and it'll turn it into a sticker. And it's one of my favorite tools because I do like to make stickers. So then I'll do this one as well. And all I'm doing is adding just a little bit of glue, and I'm taking the little cutouts from here and then just sticking them down. And it really is a very quick and a very fun project. Had that one upside down. And I think a very cute project. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my sticker sheet. Just going to kind of mix it up a little bit and go to the sticker sheet from the pack and just find a couple of stickers that I might want to use as well. So I'm picking out this little heart, and I'm going to put that in the corner. And then I'll pick out this larger heart, and I'll place it in the corner. And let's see, we'll go with these hearts here. So we'll place two down. And this gives you an idea of how you actually make your little love note cards. And I'm not going to have you guys watch me do all of these. I will do the rest off camera, but I wanted to give you an idea of how exactly I did those. So I'm going to go ahead, before I place these, I'm a little scatterbrained here. Before I place these, I want to add just a little decoration to the actual chipboard itself. And that way it's pretty even when the paper isn't on there. So then I'm going to lift this up and slide my paper under. And you can see how pretty that is already. So the back side will still be drying, but I want to make sure that I have just a pretty little embellishment on it. And I am going to take this and just tuck it under there. So there's one. We've already got these two. So now we have three. So since we have another one, I will do that one with you guys really, really quick. So we're starting with a piece of paper or a piece of chipboard that measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. We are mounting that chipboard to a 6x6 square. And fold our edges back. And then we'll miter our corners. And then I'll take my glue. And I'm doing this the way that I would really do it so that you guys can see just how quick this project really is. And then we'll take our back liner piece, and this piece measures 4 by 5. Place it down. And I'm going to smooth out my glue. Flip it over. And now I want to attach my clip. So I am going to place this on here. And what I'm going to do on the back side is just give it a good put down so I can get an impression. And I don't think that you can see the impression that I made, but basically I'm using the impression from pressing the clip into the board just to give me a guide of where I want to smooth out my glue. That's just one of the ways that you can do it. I mean, however you find to place your glue, whichever works for you. All right, so I'm going to place my clip. See if it's centered. Move it over just a little. And then I'll come in with my paper towel and clean up any excess glue. And now I can take my next pad of papers and decorate them. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and place this really pretty sticker on here, and it says "Be Mine." And look how pretty that is. You don't even have to do a whole lot to this. So for this, I'm going to go ahead and use some of my cutouts. This really is a very simple project. Let me get this one. Placing them in the corner, and the reason why I'm placing them in the corner is just so that there's writing room to write that love note. And then there's this one. Keep wanting to place these things upside down. Okay, so we've got 3. And then I'll come to my sticker sheet, take a sticker, and just place it. I've got this one, and I'll just place it And that's how I would make these. So I'm not going to have you guys watch me do all of these because I think you get the idea. And then I'll go in and I'll add these to the board. And too sweet is correct. That is just too sweet. Okay, so the final thing that I want to do to this one to make it a little prettier is to create a belly band. So on this one you can see that I created a belly band for it. And I'm going to do the same thing for this one, and it's really very simple. So I cut out a strip of coordinating paper, and all I'm going to do is wrap it around here at the top. And then I'm just going to kind of figure out where my placement needs to be so that it can slide on and off pretty easily. And then what I want to do is just trim off a little bit of this side and a little bit of this side because I'm going to be using a sticker as the middle connector just to give it that cuteness. So I'm going to go back to my sticker sheet, and I think the one that I am going to go with is the Follow Your Heart. So all I'm going to do is lay this down like this, take my sticker and get a good placement on where I want it to be. And the sticker will stick to your paper just momentarily, so it's not going to be permanently stuck to your paper. So you can see how pretty that actually is. So now we've got, I'm going to make this just a little bit tighter. Let me tighten this up. So now you can see just how pretty these two really are. These are the two that we just made. These are the two that were already made. So now I've got a set of 4, and they're very, very cute, very simple. So this will be the first in my series of my Love Notes projects. I am going to create probably 3 or 4 more other projects that'll fall in line with this on how you can have a go-to for very quick love notes that you might want to slip to someone. So I hope you guys like this project, and I hope that you'll give it a try. Have a great day. Bye.